Hey everybody, this is Ahdoom coming back at you with another short map, just to quick fire things through very nicely. We've got short champion level 5, bit of change, some crests, and a highwayman's sheath. We're going to jump in and provision up right now. Again, it's a short, so we don't anticipate we're going to need too much, but with that said, we'll still be safe rather than sorry. Bring some bandages along because we are going to the Cove and things can get kind of messed up out there. Stack of torches, enough food for 2 food checks. In fact, we'll make enough food for 3 food checks because we've been stung by that before, and let's get in there. It's kind of strange, the last few episodes have been quite short and quick, but again, I've just seen the missions that I've wanted to do as being shorts rather than longs because I'm still not confident enough that I can actually do the job properly on champion.
These caverns are teeming with pelagic nightmares. They must be flushed out.
Bit of a strange structure here. We've got a room battle here that we've got to follow down, so we'll go right ahead. Can't see any obstacles at this stage, so I'm pretty confident about using a shovel this early. And here we go, glittering prizes for all. Now, the key question is, who's got the trait that is the worst of the worst? Foolish is carrying some interesting stuff. Not that much coming through from the Crusader. Fear of Eldritch can cause some problems, as is Dark Temptation. But you know what? Guilty Conscience. Nocturnal. Negative speed of torches above 75. That definitely doesn't work with my playstyle. So we will drop that down there and see if we are cleansed. Yes! Alright, that's been taken care of. Fortunately. 70% chance to disarm. We'll take that chance and we'll get the stress be gone. And it's time to press onwards. Light a torch at the door and see what this curio battle gives us. Nice. Another thing to remove quirks. This is going to be a money-saving dungeon. Feeling that already. Whew. Okay. Bit of stress. We're going to need to definitely do something about that with the Vestal. Sorry, with the Jester. Good dodge. And it's our turn to play. Chances for us to do a kill there are next to none. The same applies here on the front row, but we may as well start things off the way we intend to keep them going. De-stress there on the Vestal because I've got a feeling she's going to have a hard day. Drop a chop and guarantee the kill, or alternatively, we can try and debuff them pretty prodigiously. Could also put a chop back there, but that doesn't seem to make as much sense to me. Let's just take care of this guy right here, right now. Barnacle barrier goes up, but at least he's not dropping a bleed on me. We've got the chance to drop a stun, and there's no reason why we wouldn't, except for the fact that we can't really get an amazing range on anyone. Look, let's try the stun on the pelagic champion, because that's my only good option, and it takes. That guard is completely gone, and we are free to act however we see fit. 8 damage from spearfishing, but no move, which is the critical factor. We're going to drop another de-stress in the Vestal to make sure that she is closer and closer to not losing her mind. And then we might do a Vestal Vampiric Strike right here on the back row. No, right here will do. Superb. And a critical heal, which is just fabulous. Eldritch Pull might get the move on me, and it does, which is a searing pain. But my Crusader's got a trick for that, and I want to let him use it. Here we go, Holy Lance, and let's try for the kill. Nice critical hit. So that's a lot less stress coming my way in the near future. We've got the Pelagic Champion still causing some concern in that he has hit points and protection, which is hard to work around. It's actually not that tough a character. He doesn't really do that much damage. He's an obstacle more than anything else. With that said, we could either try and stun him, but he's got a buff against that, or we could get some healing and damage on the back row while everyone else is fiffing away on the champion. 6 damage, getting there. And a chop right here for another 5. So he's sitting at 35 all up. We'll probably be better served with some bleeds, but so long as we're dodging all of his shots, we're not too worried. We're going to do another attempted attack on the back row right here. It's 9 damage. This guy's got 15 left. These guys have some pretty epic hit points, but that doesn't necessarily mean that we can't work things around with our abilities. But again, this is the battle round for us to faff. We're not really concerned about the threat they're posing. They might get a crit on us and do some damage, but we can recover from it pretty comfortably. Good dodges all around. Again, we're just going to be taking our time with this to make sure that we're doing this right, and yeah, leaving this battle better than we entered. 7 damage, a bleed takes, but nothing here is too concerning, and we now have reach on the Piranha in the back row. What we're going to do here is probably drop a de-stress on the Vestal, and that's going to be the last of our de-stress. I can either move position now, or I can start party buffing to increase the chance of crit. That actually sounds like a pretty good idea, but let's go for the kill here on the Piranha. He's got a dodge, he's going to have to wait another turn before he meets his timely demise. 10 damage on the Crusader as well. Things looking not so much grim, but certainly slightly frustrated. Let's drop a heal on the Crusader right now. Up for 20, fantastic. And now let's go into the hit there. 20 damage, and he is dusted. 7 damage taken in by the big, ugly mollusk with the strange-looking testicles on his face. Let's put down a heal on the leper for 20 damage. That's fantastic. If only that could wipe away that bleed as well. Let's carry on. Chop down range, 14 damage done, and only 3 HP left, which is going to be all over now. Well, those are the crests I was needing. Har har har. Let's look at who has annoying quirks we want to get rid of. Again, we had something on the Crusader, which wasn't that bad. The one real rate-limiting step we've got is going to be automatonophobia. Automatonophobia. Okay, that's a mouthful. 1 in 5 chance of getting rid of it. Don't mind those odds, given everything else. Compulsive, though, is an absolute pain. You know what? Let's go. Let's try and get rid of. Actually, he has more. Who has the most locked-in negative quirks? 50-50. 50-50. Yeah. Okay. You have the highest chance of removing a locked-in negative quirk, which is the most expensive thing. Here we go. And we lost one of the non-locked-in quirks. That's okay. It was one of the quirks that I was happy to get rid of. So everything is entirely tickety-boo. Take a little bit of bleed damage, but that's nothing to be worried about. Man, I wish I could reuse those coral curios over and over again, but it's not to be. And let's press on down and see what we have to see. Now, I know, yet again, that we don't have any obstacles. I have a shovel, and I may as well get myself some glittering treasure. Nothing that's too incredibly remarkable, but I'll take it regardless. Just going to get ourselves into a good place for this corridor battle, and here we go. Tidemaster and 2 piranhas. We get the jump on them. Didn't remember to shuffle the Jester, though, which is a little bit regrettable, because we can always play better than we have, I guess. Let's try for the stun, even though his resistance is pretty high, and that stun takes. So no stress damage for me in the first turn, which is just absolutely lovely. Get a hit down on the pelagic piranha, and then follow on with a party buff. Carrying on. We'll now look at dropping a smite in place. Smite is gone, and they have 1 less action for the next turn. Stun also takes care of 1, so they have 1 hit for us. It's a good hit, though. 12 damage laying a sneer at, but there's no bleed or any other consequence to this. We'll keep party buffing now to make sure we're getting the critical hits that we so rightly deserve. Chop down, and it's only 16. Hopefully the Crusader can bring this home for us. Oof! Okay, we are actually taking some pretty substantial hits here. Stress weight is dropping on 2 characters, and that's 20 on both, if not more. Look, let's get rid of this piranha with a crit, which will take care of his body. And we can now choose whether we're going to faff or whether we're going to, whoa! Crit of 24. Man, I love elevated chance to crit. This is just fantastic. Right, get a second heal on the leper. Leper could self-heal here. Yeah, I think that's what we're going to do. 29. Let's take care of that. You know what? I don't want to take another round of stress damage. Everything's looking pretty good as things stand. Let's just take care of this guy here. Tidemaster's done, and the combat is completed. Pick up another citrine, which is nice. These things are worthless unless you have like 10 of them. Pressing on through. Portraits looking like they're pretty healthy. Got an empty room here and another one down the way. Our objective is to complete all battle rooms, but I'm curious for curios. Let's have a quick look-see through here. Right, you're curious. It's got heirlooms. I don't have room for them. What can I get rid of safely? I can get rid of 500 of... Choices. Let's get rid of a holy water. Carry through to the end, and then just double back. I could walk backwards, but that would get me more stress than I would like. And again, we're just going to have a bit of a long stroll back to where we want to go. Just wanted to stop while I'm doing the boring part. Thank you guys again for watching. I hope you're having fun with this. If you'd like me to change anything, let me know. I'm kind of figuring things out as I go. I've already had someone say, hey, you're too quiet, turn your mic up. And then someone else said, hey, you're too loud, turn your mic down. So I'm kind of in the middle of where I was from the beginning and where I was after the change. So hopefully mic volume is okay. And if you guys want me to try any particular party loadouts or focuses, I'm happy to give them a go. Just let me know in the comments below. No. Okay. That was horrible. I could have gotten rid of another negative quirk. It happens. I don't like it. Whew. Okay, trap is gone, and we get ourselves a free torch, just in time for us to set another one ablaze. There we go. And everything is looking pretty healthy as we enter yet another empty room. Battle room up ahead is probably the last battle room in the space, but quick look there. No, we've got 2 battle rooms up ahead, and the chance for some treasure, so we'll try and make sure that we keep our hands on a key. I'm going to get in really fast here and do that before she can make a problem. Again, we have 75% chance of curing a locked-in quirk. What does it take care of? Love interest. That's locked-in quirk. That's excellent. I don't like love interest. And we have a free inventory slot now as well, which is fantastic. Let's drop another trap through the Jester's slightly elevated ability to do so. And our torches are burning through real fast down here. Let's get in and check out this battle. 2 Pelagic Champions, a Piranha, and a Tidemaster. Nothing we can't take care of, but we probably want to be maximizing our chance to crit and focusing on removing that Piranha as soon as possible. Now, with that all said, we could look at putting through a stun, but I'm not entirely sold on it being necessary. What I will do is get some early damage in on the Piranha to maximize our chance for a one-shot kill, as much as that is a remote and forlorn hope at times, particularly with the current champion level play and us not having all the upgrades that we might want to have. 29 is the maximum damage potential, so we could actually get the insta-kill. Not quite, still 6 away, and the Crusader's definitely going to have to finish him off. Oh, dodge. Happens. Dodges happen. I understand in different countries it dodges a car. Alright. Guard on a guy with already high prot is insane. And a critical heal on the Piranha. Alright. Let's party buff and get those accuracies working in our favor. Might just try and steal some life from this Tidemaster in the back row. Only get him for 5 though, and I've got a feeling this is going to be a very long road to hoe. Alright, 10 HP left on the Piranha. Dodging the Crusader. Crusader's turn to kill. No dodge this time, little mofo, which is a lovely thing. Dodge comes through. And again, damage does take this time around, but no complaints. 9 additional bleed damage coming through as well. Going to maximize our chance for a crit one final time. We are absolutely getting the first turn every which way and then some. Time to again keep some additional damage going through on the back row there. 8 now, 12 HP left in total. Going to take some bleed on the Crusader, and I think it's going to be our turn to, well, start chipping away. I mean, he's got the prots up. Can't really do much about it. I can try and knock back. There we go.
Singular strike.
And that changes things slightly, because the Tidemaster's now in convenient arm's reach. Bleeds from the Jester might also be a good call, but I'm not sure if I should be using the Jester for buffing and de-stressing, whether his role is to do damage. Barnacle Barrier is dropped now on the Tidemaster, which kind of ruins my plan of, well, he's all rejiggered his position anyway. Let's heal up the Crusader instead, because we've got some bleed coming to deal with. Chain attacks, I believe, disregard guards. Well, sometimes they do and sometimes they don't, but we've got damage over time dropping on both guys with high protection, which is a pretty efficient way of dealing with them, to be entirely honest. I'm going to start dropping Intimidates now that they're both within easy arm's reach without a gap between them, and those debuffs should start counting for something. Let's get some additional hits on this Pelagic Guardian without the buff that's currently active. We'll take that stress wave, because there isn't much other choice for us, to be entirely honest. I might use the Crusader for the time being as the de-stressor on the Leper, and reserve the Leper for dropping bleeds, because hey, that's going to work. That guard is still up, so hopefully this works a second time. Nicely done. And again, that's 4 damage and 4 damage in place on both. Damage buff is of slight concern to us, unfortunately. Let's try and get some more hits downrange on this little guy here in the middle. Focus a heal absolutely on the Crusader. Oh, very nicely done. And let's try and get another Intimidate dropped on these two, see if it takes. Alright, that's a debuff on each. And that's going to last a few more turns yet. Taking some damage on the Leper, but nothing we're too concerned about. I spoke too soon. Things are getting a little bit towards the zany end of things. I might try and drop a bleed again, just because that Tidemaster has lived far too long and caused too much stress to all of my people. Unfortunately, he resisted the bleed. Have to probably try and finish him off with the Vestal, if I think she's got an actual decent shot at it. That said, the Leper can self-heal, so I'm not too worried about him losing a turn, provided we aren't losing a life, to be entirely honest. So, good chance for us to get the kill here. That's taken care of. No more stress to come. We can just focus on getting our stress and health up on the Leper. Again, focus a few turns with the Jester to go that 67 stress and go in for the... How much for? You're dead already. Alright, let's spend a turn faffing.
In Radiance, may we find victory.
Let's spend a turn faffing. Because one of these guys is dead already. And that protection's got a while to run out. Extra heal. Nicely done. And let's try for the stun. It takes. Fantastic. This chappie is going to be dead next turn in any case, so what we can do is just carry on faffing. Excuse me there.
Great is the weapon that cuts on its own.
Wonderbar. So we have one guy left on his little old lonesome, and nothing really to have to worry about. I'll drop a party heal just to be a completionist. And we're all pretty much totally topped up. Now time to start dropping smites wherever we may. Critical for 9. Which certainly goes a long way. Not much we can do with the Jester at this stage, so we'll keep focusing down on the stress from the Leper. And next up we have another chop. Again, we're not doing huge damage. This is literally just us chipping away at a mountainside. That 10 damage does resist the bleed because we've self-healed enough that it must. Oof. And we might use, again, the Jester on himself, just this particular instance, because he can't get any attacks in any other position. Not that much stress really going around at all at this stage. Get some healing done on the Leper just to make sure that he's looking as shiny as possible. Get some damage down range. That's 6 left to go in terms of hit points. And I feel as if the Leper should be able to get this taken care of in the next round. Two more battles before we're done with this particular dungeon. And this champion is just taking a really, really long time for us to like wear down. Oh, come on. Dead. Finally. I mean, it was very much worth it.
English horrors, brought low and driven into the mud.
Very much worth it. Let's throw out those torches at this stage. I think those are the most disposable commodities. We know we're going to need a key. Not sure about bandages. Let's carry on. Just concerned about the giant crabs. Get the surprise, and that thrall is going to be our first and most important target, I'm thinking. But that said, these guys have an 85 resist to bleed. Well, it's only 85% resist.
The ground quakes.
There we go. Alright, so these guys are functionally dead in 2 turns and 3 turns. So we're happy. Let's drop a... Oh, your stun resistance is pretty outstanding, so we're going to leave you be. Chop chop! 1 HP still left, and no HP still left. And these little thralls are, these little mollusks, maggots. They don't look like maggots, they look like snails. I don't know why they're called armored maggots. Ooh, that's a debuff. Well, let's get the heals going. And start dropping the chop. Boom. 1 gone. 2 gone. and we're clear.
A trifling victory, but a victory nonetheless.
Well, I could use that debuff, and I'm guessing we're not going to have to deal with a hunger check in the next, like, few meters. I've already got rid of my torches. Yeah, I have, so we'll just burn that up right now.
The promise of safety.
And pressing on in play to the treasure battle room, which we have, you know, pretty good mix. Pretty good mix to contend with. Early stress actions are always a concern. That does a lot of damage though. 12 is a big hit, but this does give my Crusader an interesting amount of flexibility. We'll probably drop a heal on the Jester just to be safe, and start things off with a chain bleed, because he's going to be supplanted in a few moments. 15 damage from that thrall. Deeply concerning, but we're going to make a bit of a difference there with a stab to the face. Definitely trying to work towards killing off that thrall as early as possible in case he does his boom attack, which is one of my least favorite things on Earth. I'm going to be using this Jester. Thanks, guy. I'm going to be using this Jester to take care of stress levels at the stage. It's my last battle. I know I'm leaving here. I want to leave here in a good condition. Go for the kill of the Crusader, and the kill is gotten. Everyone shuffles forward, and it's time to lay down the pain train. Good dodge on the part of the leper, and we'll do our earnest most to finish this guy off in one. Crit for 43. Absolute magic. Absolute magic. Let's carry things forward by taking care of a bit more of that Jester stress. He's on 29. He's down to 14. I want to keep everyone as close to 0 as possible without being ridiculously wasteful. Leper dodges the maggot's attack, and the stress wave is coming for the Crusader, as well as 2 damage, but it's only 15 incoming, and it's 15 that's immediately gone. There we go. Oh, carrying forward, we're going to drop a stun on a Tidemaster, which takes gloriously, less stress to worry about. What we can probably do is finish things off with a bash. No, we've got until next turn to have to worry about that chappy again. Let's get a chop going. And we have complete control of the battlefield. Time to focus. Well, there's no real point in doing that, to be honest. I'm just taking turns. Again, we're just removing stress, doing our final cleanups. 19, 17, there we go. And we'll leave it to the leper to clean up shop. There we go, and boom shakalaka, everything is done. Another emerald for our trouble, which is absolutely fantastic. I'm going to take care of that chest right now. See what we have in store. Nice stack of portraits, nice stack of crests. We can take those with us, can't we, lads? Fantastic, and home we go. So that was probably one of the more profitable short champion runs.
If indeed there is such a thing.
Picked up about 14k of gold, a really healthy number of crests. We're not going to be shy of those for a while. Actually, 62 crests. Yep. 8 portraits and 12 busts. So hopefully we're going to be right for upgrades just until next round at least. Lethargy is something that we're going to have to get rid of ASAP. Negative force speed is not acceptable. Diurnal, negative speed if torch is below a certain level. Well, it doesn't really actually mean too much to me at this stage. And plus 15 damage in the wield. Not too shabby.
Let each help the other, and in so doing, help themselves.
That's interesting. So we can now bring our most elite guys on the most basic of runs. It doesn't make any useful sense because I actually want to use these guys on the harder runs, but that's okay, we'll figure it out. We managed to cure rabies, vertigo and spotted fever, removed the light sensitive quirk, and satanophobia, which is absolutely fantastic. I'm going to have a quick look at what we can do right now in terms of upgrades, and I think we had something pending for the guild. We did indeed, and I think it's time to grab that now. That cheapens all of our upgrades. We still have some deeds to go before we can start looking at that for anything else. What I know about this as well is Stagecoach need some upgrades done, and I don't mind getting in level 3 heroes by any
Word is
measure.
traveling. Ambition is stirring in distant cities.
Now, unfortunately, I do need busts for the sanitarium, but I believe, is it? Yeah. So let's increase. This is the first opportunity we've had to. Is there anything else that needs portraits? That's the question. Is there anything else that needs portraits? No, you're maxed out. You use deeds. Yeah, so it's either the Abbey or the bar. I prefer upgrading the bar, because
Strong drink, a game of chance, and companionship.
I like
The
bars.
rush of life.
Also, I don't like churches. So, there you go. Hope that wasn't too controversial for you. In any case, this has been a short and fast one. I've been having fun with this. Again, my name is Ahdoom. If you've enjoyed this video, I would love it if you could click that little thumbs up button for me. If you want to see more of these, click on subscribe, and I'll catch you guys next time.